There's been a few times over the years that I've toyed with the idea of returning back to the UK. Number of reasons and rationales at different points in my journey here. I remember once my wife saying, we have to go back because this isn't the real life we're living, it's fake. You know, that's really odd, isn't it? It's because our life was too good. She sort of felt that we needed to go back to normality and live mundane. I said, you're joking, you're crazy, aren't you? And just last week I posted a blog which resonated with lots of people living here or considering moving to Thailand, and that was, would it be better for my kids to go back to the UK for their education? Now, here's the difference. It would not be on grounds of me saving money. I don't mind spending the money here for the international schools. I love seeing the smiles on my kids' face. They love it. And however much I enjoyed going to school back in the UK, I didn't seem to love it as much as them. And a few people replied to me, if you took your kids back to the UK, it was a Thai person actually. He said, I moved from an international school and then went to a school in the UK. And he said, get ready to take your kids back to the real world. That might be good for grounding them. He said, but they're exposed to, and he used sinful as a word. Kids smoking, taking drugs, fighting, aggression, just not a nice place to be. Yet here in the international schools, and I spoke to some other parents as well, and they went, you're right, aren't you? I said, I don't see any of this. I see good manners, well-behaved kids, kids largely respecting each other, and all kinds of nationalities from all over the world having fun together and learning. My kids are exposed to so many cultures and there's no nastiness. Why is it? Back in the UK there is all this bad feeling. And when I think about it, when it comes to the crunch and said, could I really relocate back to the UK? Okay, if I've got my money in place, maybe there's a case, because I don't want to go back into this rat race. It looks far too hard work in the UK. And let's face it, I passionately love living in Thailand. The chance to be, the sun's out, it feels good, people smile at you. The Thais are a beautiful bunch of people. The food, the drink, the largely lower cost of living. I pay a premium for my health insurance, but that means my family don't have to get caught up in the NHS. There is never a wait when I take my kids or wife to hospital, and the hospitals here are like staying in a hospital, like in a hotel, sorry. So where can I find fault? Why would I go back? Other people said in my post this week, but do you not feel like you need a sense of belonging? An identity? Is that not something that UK gives you? You feel like you can connect with fellow Brits? And the answer is, I do connect with my fellow Brits to some extent. Increasingly that's become polarised as views become a little bit more disjointed. But I don't want to have a sense of a belonging. I like this nomadic feeling, the feeling of freedom. A sense of belonging means that you'll act and behave like the people around you, and I try not to. I try to challenge all these beliefs and idiosyncrasies from culture to culture and really want to live an empowered, completely empowered. I make my own choices. I'm not guided by judgmental views that was taught to me over the years of schooling and parenting as I came through the UK society. So I guess I want to conclude like this. To go back to the UK to live in a little cottage near a country pub and go on walks and travel Europe, yeah, maybe I will. Is it the right move for me and my kids and my family? Jury's out on that one. Maybe I can send my kids to other Asian schools like Singapore and they learn a new way, more exciting, vibrant way rather than that staid, expected footpath that people get in the UK. Difficult one, pros and cons. I really appreciate all the comments that come from people that have made these moves. If you want to see the comments, scroll back on my posts and read them. Very interesting. For now though, from Thailand with the sun on my shoulders, loving life. Let's not lie about it. Keep safe. Down about Thailand.